Hello friends, Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Jobu, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. Because without you guys, I certainly wouldn't be closing in on 11,000 subscribers. And I want to thank each and every one of you guys for making Jobu Sports Report what it is. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. But I want to talk about something serious tonight. And that is Jobu needs a refill. And in fact, I'm going to pour one for my homie as well. See, I think we are beginning to witness the slow death of ESPN. See, I want you guys to understand, you know I'm old. You guys are blessed today. I got to be honest with you. Because when I grew up, there was no internet. There was no smartphone where you could watch YouTube videos all day long. You could get your sports highlights. You could get every statistic in the world. You could not get that. In fact, there was no sports networks. The only way you saw football highlights other than your home team was you stayed up till 11:30 on Sunday nights to watch the George Michael Sports Machine. He had a 30-minute sports show, and he'd show you highlights from the NFL. Other than that, it was wait till Friday when Sports Illustrated came out and you opened up the magazine and you read the articles. And on Saturdays, of course, it was ABC's Wild World Sports, but they weren't covering football. They were covering stuff like barrel jumping and, guys being towed by cars and just basically seeing how far they could skid after they let go. So there was a void when it came to sports junkies like me. But lo and behold, ESPN came along. And I remember when they first started talking about having a 24-hour sports channel. And everybody laughed about this because they said there's not that much sports in the world that you can talk about for 24 hours a day. But lo and behold, ESPN became the standard bearer when it came to sports coverage. They had real reporters that went real in-depth stories. You could watch ESPN and feel that you were a better, smarter, more educated sports fan because of what you learned from there. And they built this thing. They were the king. But somehow, some way, they're changing. Now, I understand that it's the online presence. The reason why they're hurting is because of things like me. You're trying to compete with this. But here's the thing. YouTube and the internet are not real sports shows. They're not real news shows. Because what's driven by this more than anything else is the click. It's the crazy photo. It's the outlandish person going off. It's the clickbait. Not real sports that drives it. Because in the end, the only way it works is you get people to click. And you have to be the loudest person in the room for people to click. And if that's what you're striving for, that's fine. But that means you are no longer the real sports journalist that you used to be. Because I see what's going on with ESPN. Today, Mark Spignowski, Stink, is leaving to go to Fox. And you look at the talent, the sports minds that have left and been fired. Mike Tirico, John Clayton. I know John Clayton is not the prettiest man in the world, but John Clayton had real sports news and reports that you could kind of believe in. Get rid of Randy Moss, Trent Dilfer, all these people who have real sports experience and knowledge. Last night I'm sitting here watching a clip with Michael Smith is even kind of like, let's look at that clip real quick.
To the immuno-oncology research. Something or nothing what Dak said.
Damn, we really did that, huh?
We did.
Dak calls out Zeke for ESPN body issue cover. We did put it in the show. It's an interesting choice of words. Using the platform,
Even Michael Smith is like, really? This is what we're turning into? It's clickbait. That's the internet. That's not real sports. Dak Prescott and Zeke, come on. That was just straight up clickbait. And even the hosts are like, what are we doing? I used to love ESPN, but I'm not sure what ESPN is anymore. You look at First Take, and I've always enjoyed First Take, partially because I enjoy proving Stephen A. Smith wrong. But they've turned into more of MTV because it seems like they've got, you know, a rapper or some kind of artist that's on the show every week. What do they have to do with sports? And it's like fake drama. You know, they're always going to be on opposite ends of the spectrum, and they're always going to hate the Dallas Cowboys. It's not like it's real sports news anymore. I'm just saddened that that's what ESPN is becoming into. And it seems like every day we hear about another great talent that's gone. So, I don't know what's going to fill the void. I know a lot of you guys say that you don't watch ESPN anymore, that you actually come here to the Jobu Sports Report, and maybe that's part of the problem. Maybe it's because it's so easy to go to YouTube, and there's so many of us to compete against, that's where ESPN figures the new battlefront will be. But I don't want to see ESPN become clickbait. I don't want to see them become the drama for your mama station. I want them to be real sports journalism like they used to. Well, this one's for you, ESPN. Good luck with what you're doing. I'm Mark Holmes. This is Cowboy Jobu, and thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. You guys have a great night, and all I got to say is, how about them Cowboys? Hello, friends. Cowboy Jobu here with the Jobu Report with some breaking news on Johnny Manziel. Let's go to one of my sources. Hello, fans. Cowboy Jobu here with the Jobu Report. We have Adam Schefter. Adam Schefter, Cowboy Jobu, the Jobu Report. Do you think Jerry Jones would be dumb enough to sign Johnny Manziel? You heard it live on the Jobu Report from Adam Schefter. Back to you in the studio.